The Democratic Alliance has today called on President Cyril Ramaphosa to move quickly to suspend the Western Cape Judge President Judge Hlophe. The party says the president's reluctance to act on the recommendations of the Judicial Service Commission is increasingly damaging to the judiciary's credibility and integrity. Hlophe has been found guilty by a Judicial Conduct Committee of trying to influence two Constitutional Court judges in relation to cases involving former President Jacob Zuma going all the way back to 2008. Alison Tilley is in charge of Judges Matter. She joins us now. Alison, good evening to you and thank you for your time. The DA wants the President to suspend Judge Hlophe. The African Transformation Movement says he must not. Where do you stand?
Well, I think as always we have to look at the Constitution and the law, and in this instance we have the correctly appointed body, which is the JSC, who've been through a process and who've made a recommendation. It seems that I think the President will find it difficult not to follow the recommendation, but there is no time limit stipulated as to when he needs to respond. So we are obviously expecting a response from his office.
It would seem to me, already I think the ATM has tried to put him on terms. They've wanted an undertaking that he would not suspend Judge Hlophe. But you could go to court either way. If he suspends Judge Hlophe, I'm sure Hlophe and others may go to court against that. If he refuses to act, the DA and others, I can think of one in particular, who may go to court demanding that he actually suspend Judge Hlophe.
I'm afraid it's one of the unfortunate consequences of trying to discipline judges and lawyers. They generally will go to court to try and vindicate their rights, and obviously they are entitled to do so. I think we have to wait and see what the President does and the terms in which he does it. I think that will then give the organizations who've been speaking out about this some direction as to how they move forward.
It's taking a long time for the President to act. I'm not quite sure what the delay may be. Do you have any idea?
No, I don't, but I'm also not sure that it has been a significant delay. If you look at other decisions that the President has to take, for example, around the appointment of the Chief Justice, that took some weeks. Even the normal appointments following April and October hearings of the JSC take some weeks. So I don't think this is unusual in terms of a delay at this point. As I say, there's no stipulated time period within which the President must respond.
Does a delay matter? The argument coming from the Democratic Alliance is that having a judge against whom findings have been made, serious findings, remaining on the bench and in fact assigning cases to other judges in the Western Cape has an impact on the way the judiciary is perceived, and we can see that the judiciary is being highly contested at the moment.
I think that's a really important point, and I think it's something that certainly we've brought up in relation to conduct proceedings more broadly, is that there is often a delay, and a significant delay, in these matters being dealt with. And, these allegations can hang over the heads of judges for years, and obviously in the case of Judge President Hlophe for many years now. And it really does nobody any good, not the judiciary and not those judges in the delay in having these matters dealt with. So it is really a concern for us that these kinds of processes can take so long, and we've urged really structural reforms to try and deal with these issues, including trying to use more retired judges in these processes and not relying only on judges who have full courts and long lists of judgments to be written.
Alison Tilley from Judges Matter, I'd really appreciate the time. Thank you very much.